Welcome everybody back to the channel. As always, I hope my videos find you and your family well. I thought it'd be a good idea for us to start a playlist and keep track of our monthly expenses versus our dividends. So in today's video, we're going to cover what the spreadsheet information provides. Just a brief summary. This is my October expenses versus my dividend income for each month for mine and my wife. And we'll go over with what each of these tabs provides as far as the information and how we ended up with calculating the total amount that we see here for October. So if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel is My IRA Portfolio. And I just want to create this channel to answer a lot of questions that I see people that are watching a lot of investing channel. That the most common question I see is it too late to start? So I want to start this channel because I started my portfolio at the age of 45, and I self-taught myself in investing at around the age of 43 and 44 and through 44, and with that I was able to build my portfolio, my wife portfolio, from the ground up. And this is just a glimpse of what my portfolio value is right now. It's mine and my wife, and overall performance. So with that, let's go over with the spreadsheet that we'll be covering today. And we're going to start off with the right tab here first. So in this tab is my wife portfolio dividend income for 2020. And so on the left hand side here in the ticker symbol is just listing the holding that my wife holds in her brokerage. And I log in to manually look at the history and input the dividend for each of these companies that pays her. And as you can see, all these dollar amount, if you follow down to the bottom with here for me, this is June, these are the month, and these are the total for each of those months. And then so far in 2020, she is getting this total in dividend, not including December yet. And on mine, it's the same kind of method. Dividend is inputted manually using my broker at Merrill. And you can see the January to December total. And so this kind of breaks down with my wife monthly dividend for 2019 to 2020. Of course, 2021 is not here yet. And so on 2020, how I got these figures is I just pulled the data from her portfolio that I input. So for example, January is 5608, February is 5809. So it just pulls these months total and input those here. And what I like to also do is keep track of the year-over-year growth. And as you can see, 2019, this is the dividends here. And as you can see with my contribution and also the dividend growth that the company has increased that dividend, my dividend has increased. Let's say, for example, in January from $16 to 56.08. And that's just to calculate the growth from those $2 amount. Of course, 2021, I don't have anything here, so you see a negative 100 here. And same thing with February, grew from $20 to $58, and that's a growth of 187%. So I don't expect these percentages to be this high in the future, because as we progress to, let's say, 5 or 10 years, your percentage will kind of decrease, and then you'll probably get you definitely will get a lower percentage year-over-year growth. But at this time, because I just started in 2018 and 2019 is when I first started receiving dividends, that's why you see a large year-over-year growth. And also above this just kind of gives you a bird's eye view with the graph. So for example, in 2019 is the blue line that you see in this graph here. And if I click on it, it will show $16 for 2019 and $56 for 08. Of course, I don't have any data for 2021, so when I do put these data in, it will have a orange color. And over here, just share with you the year-over-year growth. And again, January is the blue line, and that's the year-over-year growth since 2019. And again, 2021 shows a negative year-over-year growth because, of course, we haven't gotten paid for dividend for this year because it's not here yet. And down here just kind of gives you a total of each year. So I began tracking my dividends at around 2019, and as you can see, it has grown, and I expect these to keep growing each year to help me pay with my bills. And at the bottom here is just the cumulative total, which is these $2 amount added together to kind of let us know how much dividend we received so far ever since I've been keeping track of the dividend in 2019. And of course, once these data of 2021 is inputted, you will get a total here, and then we'll get a new cumulative total counting forward. And that is my wife and mine. Same way, these data, 2020 again, is to pull from my portfolio total each month. So 1371, 7503, 1371, 7503. So it just pulls those data from there and calculate how much total each month I'm receiving. And I won't go over this again because I just went over, but if you have any question about it, just leave a comment and then I will share with, I will answer those questions for you. And the last tab we're going to look at is my October expenses. I know we're on November, so I'll do another video for November expenses so we can get an idea of each month how these things is working out. So this is a summary of everything. So my October 2020 expense is listed by categories here. And I just want to point out with the insurance, you see 0 is because my wife and I, we pay our insurance at the beginning of the year, and we pay throughout the whole year. And I rounded up to the nearest dollar. So this total expense will show the October 2020. And the combined total dividends is basically these data. This is mine. So for example, January I received January 2020, I received 1371. So it will pull that data there. And in February 7503. 7503. So it tells you each month how much I'm getting in 2020. And then similar to my wife, on January 2020, she received 5608. So we go look at her tab. And 2020 is 5608, and then February is 5809 and 5809. So again, it just pulls the data from the tab that I just shared with you. And then finally, the combined total is just me adding these, mine and my wife, together. So for example, January is the sum of this plus this to equal that. And in February, same way, this plus this will be equal to that. So as you can see, each month it gives me a track record of how much dividend I'm receiving. And then I use this chart to look at my expenses here. So for this example, we're looking at October 2020. So of course we'll look at October 2020 total dividend payment here. It's 134 that I can use to pay these bills. So I know that it's a small percentage. So let's just calculate how much percentage that is. So 134 plus 0.50 divided by the total October expense, and then we'll multiply that by 100. So it just covers 5% of my total bills. But if I continue with my path, these numbers will increase to cover more, and hopefully some of these bills will be knocked off, so the percentage that it covers will be much higher. And let me just rewind back to the last tab here too as well. I color coordinate this until this represents my wife Roth, and this color here, I guess it's purple, or her traditional, and a teal again is her Roth, and this is her traditional again. And then the tab that you see here, of course, Disney, if you know they froze their dividend, hopefully they will continue, and I'm pretty sure they will in the future once everything is once a vaccine and everything is approved, and the government allows Disney to open their park more. And the I don't know what color this is, purple again, violet. This just shares with you this particular holding and that particular holding do not pay dividend. And lastly is the brownish color here. Of course, I I have Boeing, and of course we know the two accidents that they had, which impacted their bottom line, the top line and bottom line. So the company decided to suspend their dividend. I'm still gonna hold on to this because I definitely believe that Boeing can bounce back, and that is one of the holding that has hurt me the most. So as you can see, this is all the unrealized loss that I have for Boeing, and this is the total. But I continued to buy until there was I wanted to deploy my money elsewhere. But of course, this is the biggest unrealized loss that I have as compared to Wells Fargo too. But I don't hold that much in market and in total cost basis as I do with Boeing, which is around 7,000 here, and Wells Fargo is only about 1,500. So I hope you guys like today's video, and I will do a playlist of each month once I get all the total dividends I receive from companies and put them on my spreadsheet, and we'll cover each month's expenses as we go. So that way you can get a realistic view of what's going on and why I do dividend investing. And again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow this channel, so the only way to do that is if you guys subscribe, leave a comment below, and hit that like button for me. Thanks so much, guys, and as always, I hope you guys have a great, fantastic day. Bye bye.